YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. It's your boy, Pat Coltrane. What's up with you, baby Bubba? I said, baby Bubba, what's up with you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning, man? I'm getting out here kind of late this morning, and traffic look like it's trafficking a little. And that's my fault. That's my fault. But anyway, how y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday morning? Yeah, we back. We is back. It's 40 degrees here in Columbia, South Carolina. They say it's going to get up to about 75, so you can feel spring coming. You can feel it in the air, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish this series up. I think I'm going to do a couple more episodes because, man, we got some news, y'all. Man, let me tell you, I'm trying to pace myself this time around. But I really wanted to go live last night, but we coming back. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell. We might be going live tonight. Just to play some catch up on some topics. That's why I really want to go ahead and knock this 2024 season recap out, just to get everyone caught up. All right, so anyways, this morning, I was going to talk about Evero. But since Dave Canales did a presser yesterday, I said, let me go ahead and do the head coach. Shout out to Dave Canales, man. When we hired Dave Canales, I wasn't super duper excited, and then also it's probably because just where my mindset was when it came to this team. Anyway, I really didn't care what we did. You know what I'm saying? Because I just knew it was going to be wrong. Whatever we did was going to be wrong. I was kind of on the fence about Dave Canales, mainly because I did like the idea of a young head coach, but I felt like Dave Canales, initially, he seemed like another puppet. You know what I mean? This is me being honest. I'm sorry. I just call it how I see it. I ain't saying what I say ain't the truth. But initially, I thought he was going to be another puppet. He came in here talking like another Matt Rule, in my opinion. He sounded a little bit like Frank Reich at the same time. You know, just one of those, yeah, we want to come in. I love my family. I just wanted to, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So initially it sounded like, okay, this is going to be the same jargon, you know what I'm saying? Just somebody who sound good in front of the camera and talk a good game, but can't really control the locker room, you know what I'm saying? And can't really coach like that. So that's how I really felt about this guy when we first brought him on, man. But I get why we did it. We couldn't get Ben Johnson. You know, everybody wanted him. And poor little Bobby Slowick, what happened to him? Everybody thought he was just the next best thing. C.J. Stroud made this man look good, and he ended up getting fired. I don't know where he ended up, but that was crazy. But anyways, so for us to end up with Dave Canales, it was cool to me because he was building a reputation for himself, and a lot of fans got excited about, you know, this young guy who was moving up, you know, who was known to be a QB whisperer, you know what I'm saying? And they say he did a lot with Baker Mayfield, even though Baker Mayfield kind of proven that he's just a pit bull. You know, it don't take a whole lot to make Baker Mayfield look good because he gonna do what he want. But anyways, so, you know, I was still kind of skeptical, but at the same time, I was excited, if you understand what I'm saying. And just listening to Dave Canales coming into the season, he said a lot of good stuff that honestly, you kind of lied a little bit. Dave Canales said, yeah, we're going to be stingy with the run and all this, and you wasn't that stingy with the run because we saw throughout the season, you know, where this run was working, but you couldn't wait for the passing game to open up. You know what I mean? He was not perfect. The run was working. He just said, oh, no, let me go to something else. This is my time to shine. Man, relax. You know, we saw that. And then another thing that got me was you can tell, you know, and I'm going to blame this on him being a young head coach. I really don't feel like he managed the veterans. Now, I'm going to say this. I don't think he managed the team well during the offseason, during the preseason. He did not. That's why the team had such a hard time developing. That's why we didn't look decent until probably like the middle of the season. because we were still developing. I think he struggled with developing the talent on this team, the young talent on this team, and we saw that. And I said time and time again, everybody show I've been on, they should not have played that preseason like they played it, where they didn't play none of the starters. Like we just had a top 10 team and we had some franchise players that, we need to be careful because we need to make sure they're healthy. That's what the preseason for, man. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, yes, I get it. People worry about injuries. But look at what happened. Even the first week, I think it was the first or second week, Derek Brown got injured. It don't matter. It don't matter. But we need to take advantage of these preseason games. You only get 3. You only get 3, man. And we should have played Bryce more in that preseason game. If you pay attention, Bryce really didn't pick up till, it had to take him to get benched. But them first 2 games Bryce played in, the first play, you could tell, he needed a preseason. He needed a little bit more preseason. We heard, and I think they were fooled by the practices, because during training camp, I wasn't at any of the training camps, but best believe your boy gonna be there this year. We back. I'm not playing. I wasn't at any of the training camps, but we heard so many good things during the joint practices with Bryce. He chopping them up. Bryce just the best, and everybody got fooled. Now this training camp, you should have been treating that joint practice like you did the preseason, because that's what, I can't even remember what team we played against during that joint practice. Was it the Jets? I'm tripping. But you should have been treating that game like the training camp like you did the preseason, and you should have been playing the preseason like you did in that joint practice. Okay? You should have went all out in the preseason so you can see what you really got. Bro, we were still a bottom 5 team then. Ain't nobody checking for us and looking to steal nothing from you. Ain't nobody checking and looking for nothing to steal from you. You know how you know ain't nobody checking for us? Look at those games with Kansas City and the Eagles that we almost won. They didn't know what was going on. You think they've been watching film on the Panthers? Come on, man. Come on. They ain't been watching no film on the Panthers, man. Ain't nobody watching film on us. So hopefully this time around, Dave Canales take the preseason a little bit more serious. I know a lot of fans, they're going to ride with it and say, "Back, what about injuries?" Bro, injuries can happen in the first week. Injuries can happen in the second week, man. Okay? To me, you are less likely to have a serious injury in the preseason, because a lot of these players don't be going hard like that. A lot of them don't be going hard like that. It ain't until the first week that these players just unleash it. Well, the veterans anyway, the rookies gonna go. They gonna, and undrafted rookies and stuff. They gonna go hard. But I just feel like that was a bad strategy during the offseason. I'm sorry, during the preseason, and it definitely showed. What we're looking at right now is a slow growing developmental head coach. Listening to his presser yesterday, man, I really like some of the things he was saying. And now that I understand Dave Canales, I know what to expect. Okay, I know what to expect. Again, y'all, this is a slow growing team now. Get over it. And I'm talking to myself now, because y'all know me. I'm big on, like, man, I need a win now. But look, we not going to win now. I think this organization has realized it's going to take a lot more than what we've been trying to do. And listening to his presser yesterday, he mentioned that he was satisfied with Bryce Young's growth week after week. And it was kind of baby steps with Bryce. And speaking of that, let me go back to this QB thing. Now, everybody's talking about, the reason we picked up Dave Canales, as I said, was because people say his ability, development, when it comes to developing, I'm tripping. when it comes to developing these quarterbacks, right? But one thing I'm noticing, when it came to Bryce, he had gave up on Bryce, right? It wasn't just about what I'm saying. It wasn't just about, hey, it'll be a good idea for Bryce to sit down and let Andy Dalton play. No, I think what it looked like he almost gave up on Bryce, because when Bryce came back, he seemed almost surprised that Bryce was bounced back. How you supposed to be this QB professional and you give up on Bryce freaking Young, dog? That's what it looked like to me. And to me, he had gave up on him. He was surprised. And in his presser, he's like, if Bryce was getting better week after week. And I agree with that. I'm good with that. Yes. Do I want a championship now? Yes. Is it gonna happen? Probably not, man. If it happened, I'm gonna be super duper happy. But the way things going, I just don't see it, man. I just don't see us winning a Super Bowl anytime soon. But if it happened, Lord, please let it happen. But but just listen to Dave Canales. He is in it for the long game. He is in it for the long game. And I think, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm just sit back and enjoy the games, dog. You know what I'm saying? Dave Canales is a coach that I can sit back and root for. You know what I'm saying? Even though he be lying sometimes. I get into his lies a little bit later on my live streams, but he be lying sometimes. You know what I mean? Even though, I don't totally agree with a lot of his decisions. He's still a good guy. I think he's still a good coach. I don't think he's a I say this, out of all the coaches we've had since Ron Rivera, I think he is one of the best ones. You know what I mean? And somebody I feel like we can get get behind. That I can get behind. I ain't gonna tell y'all what to do. But all in all, I think Dave Canales did a really good job for us to go from 2-15 to 5-12. Baby steps, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think before the season had started, 5 wins, I actually said I would get excited about 5 wins. I didn't even think we could get 5 wins. But we pulled out 5 wins behind Dave Canales, man. You know what I'm saying? We good. And next season, it might be 7 wins. Who knows? Who knows, man? But anyways, shout out to Dave Canales. He's showing some growth, just like the rest of this organization. We saw some progress, and hopefully we continue to progress, yo. I hope we continue to get better. I hope we continue to learn from our mistakes and get better. No weird stuff. All right, shout out to Dave Canales, y'all. I appreciate y'all for checking in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter at Pat Coltrane. Hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/Pat Coltrane. All right, y'all, enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'm gone.